Hey guys, it's Cugsley2 and welcome to a video. I just want to do this quick little thing here to get something off my chest here while Cugsley is away. Now, I want to preface this video by saying that I don't consider myself to really be a hateful person or with any bias towards any particular group. I want to start off with that first before I get into it. Like, if you can identify as wherever you want to be. If you want to be a rug of carpet, an Apache attack helicopter, I don't know, a fucking cat, be my guest. Suit yourself. Do whatever you want to do, right? That's your lifestyle decision. And I'm starting with this because I have a few opinions. Now, I'll start off by just saying that I was walking down the road and I was going to a coffee shop, for my lunch break, and I saw this guy who was on the street with like a sign preaching, right? And he was clearly like a Christian, right? And I thought to myself, well, that's pretty weird, isn't it? All right, in 2024, this person can't be more than, 25, 26 years old. So I'm talking with him. And he talk about his life, and he mentions that, he was born into kind of like an atheist family. No one really believed in God or anything like that. Raised that way all his life. And then later, he found God and kind of converted and transitioned into Christianity. And I found that kind of weird. Because my thing is, like, he can delude himself and talk about whatever he wants to talk about to try to justify that he is whatever sect he is, Baptist, born again, whatever, right? But I mean, like, if we're not kidding ourselves here, that's not true. I mean, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here, but I'm just trying to be reasonable, right? He was born into a godless family, right? He was raised godless. He never had any interaction with that stuff, and then he found it later. Yeah, okay. So he found that later, and that's his whole identity now, is he's a street preacher. And I'm like, okay, well, like, I tried to tell him, just keeping it straight, right? Listen, you are who you are when you're born, and you're raised in this family. That's just part of who you are, right? I don't know why you're trying to go against that to change it into something that you're not, right? Because, I mean, I'm not sure what else to say about it. It's cut and dry, pretty simple. It's basic, like it's basic human development and socialization. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, you know. So he tried to delude himself into saying that he's this and that, and this is what he believes in, and that's what he believes in. And then here's the thing: he's preaching out in the street, right, in public, where everyone can see him, right? Women, children. It's like what it's fucking disgusting. I don't know if you know this, right? And so I'm gonna put it out there for everyone to know because I want to make sure this is stated clearly. Again, I don't have any hatred or like any bias towards these people, but I just want to make sure that all the cards are on the table, right? Statistically, right, only 1% of people who convert to Christianity, who transition later in life into that religion, end up actually being Christian later on, right? They usually end up just going back to wherever they were before. Islam, atheist, spiritual, pagan, whatever the fuck, right? Like, just Google it. It's right there, all right? First one. Next one, right, is people who convert to Christianity or really convert to anything that's outside of what their normal is, right? They are more suicidal, they're more depressed, they have more mental health issues. I mean, have you seen the shit that's been going on with these religious fruitcakes? It's not hard to see, right? They hear voices that aren't there, right? They believe in stupid bullshit after death and unscientific stuff, right? I mean, how else do I have to say it? Like, the fucking Crusades. They murder people who don't agree with them. I mean, they're basically the most violent group on the planet. Yeah? And then don't even get me started on, like, the pedophilia and the fucking child endangerment, right? Predators, right? I mean, you have the fucking Catholic Church. You have basically every Christian that you're going to see, I'll guarantee you is a pedophile if they just haven't said it yet, right? I don't care if they're part of the Islamic, Christian, Buddhist, Taoist alphabet soup. I can guarantee you that they probably diddled a child at some point or they will in the future. And that's disgusting. I mean, like, honestly, I think that every one of them should be hanged. But that's just me. So, yeah, I'm talking with this guy here, and he's clearly way deep in it. There's no change in his mind. But he tried to justify and be like, oh, yeah, well, I found God. Yeah, well, that's not how that works, right? You either are or you aren't. And that was the case for 25 years. And you just now did that you're not a Christian. That you're just not. That's not how that works. That's like saying if I were to suddenly identify as black, or if I were to identify as a scratching post. That's not how that works, right? You know what? That's basic science. That's basic math even, right? It's 1 + 1 doesn't equal 3. So I just wanted to say that and get that off my chest here, because clearly these people are delusional, and I think we need to go back to society that's just normal. I don't know how else to put it. So that's just me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Get fucked, eat shit, and trans women are women, trans men are men. Fuck you. Bye.